What is up, everybody? I'm here today to do an introduction to GameMaker 8 and hopefully teach people how to get started, how to use it. So we're gonna start with an introduction to what it is. Maybe it's gonna be hard to find it. Okay, so GameMaker is a game development software. So it was created by Mark Overmars in 1999, developed by EA Games since 2007. And basically you can try the new versions of GameMaker, but I had bad experiences, so I don't really use them. And I'm working on my own engine because I'm very dissatisfied with the corporations, especially because they don't know how to treat people and, you know, be the change you want to see. So I'm standing up for human rights in a digital age, and I'm using the software that reflects kind of my values. So GameMaker 8 itself isn't really available. Let's try something on Google. Okay, so okay. You can download GameMaker 8 because the company does not sell it. And I've tried contacting them, they don't care, they don't want to support it, and they don't want to deal with also issues with it, especially on new platforms. I'm surprised that it does work on Windows 11. Check my downloads here. So I already have it from a long time ago already, so I don't really actually need this. And but if you don't have it, you can try to find it online. Just know that it's not guaranteed to work. Every Windows 11 I've tried, it does work, which is great. And if once you have GameMaker 8 download, installed, whatever, we'll actually get started on this now. So once you have it open, you should have your brand new project. Do whatever you have to do to get it working. Hi everyone, it's me from the future. I kind of realized that some people might be stuck in simple mode. So if all you see is sprites, sounds, backgrounds, objects, and rooms, and you can't access the scripts, you actually have to go to File, click Advanced Mode, and you should be able to access every resource. You're welcome. Once you have it working, you need to actually go to ssjnation.com/lessons/starter.zip. Okay, I already downloaded it before, but anyway, I'm gonna extract that here. And in here, you're going to find, I'm gonna sort by type. Make sure you sort by type if you get confused. I suppose I did put everything in its folders anyways. So we're just gonna quickly go through these. These you don't have to worry about. This is the actual GameMaker file. So you can go ahead and load that. Or you can drag and drop. and we have a bunch of scripts, objects, everything like that. Over here we have the sounds, clicking, background music, and hovering. Over here we have the Caster DLL extension that allows you to play sounds on more modern devices, because back in the day GameMaker actually stopped working on some computers, and I found out it was because of the sound system. So if you don't play any sound, it'll work, but if you use this extension, it actually works really well, even on this Windows 11. I haven't tried playing sounds in the old way, so I don't even know if this Windows 11 will work, or if it'll crash if I try that. Okay, so once you have this, let's see here. What you want to do is actually install the extension that you need to play the sound. So I'm gonna go here in my starter folder in extensions, and I'm gonna install that. Now here we want to put Caster, and we want to also put room transitions in extension packages. And now we can save the project and check the global game settings here. You can tick this box to make animations more smooth and less pixelated. And you can change the size of the actual window through here as well, because sometimes if you have a really high resolution display, it's kind of hard to see what's happening. I'll just reset it. Okay, so we're gonna start by creating rooms. Now, you don't need to worry about all of these right now. I'll kind of explain them, but basically rooms are where things actually happen. So we're gonna go ahead and create a room called load. We're gonna set the size to 480 by 270. We're gonna set the speed to 60. And we're gonna remove the background color drawing because we don't really need it. Now we're gonna also put the loader in here. That's gonna load our assets. And then we're gonna duplicate this room. And we're gonna call this one menu. So it retains all the settings that we have, but we don't need the loader in here. We actually need the controller. So we also do want a background so that we actually know what's happening. We're gonna go back into our folder, and I guess I should have put in a different folder. It's mixed backgrounds with sprites, that's okay. So we're gonna import these backgrounds. Make sure you call it correctly with the, what's that called? Make sure you spell it correctly. And we're gonna also load the other one as well. So BG underscore funky. The other one is BG underscore snowy. Now, in room menu, you want to go to backgrounds. Then you want to select the funky one. And there you can preview that. So now we can save and we can play. There we go. So Windows 11, beautiful. We have it working, and this image, by the way, is actually artificially generated. Just something I was messing around with Leonardo AI. Actually, both of these are generated. So I don't know if you can add your own backgrounds at the end of the day. So 480 by 270. You can add your own background, change everything up. And now we're gonna go ahead and add some background music. So we're gonna, don't worry about all these things in here, but basically go to loading, and then in this main one, you can look at the sounds that we have, and you can see here we have the click sound, the hover sound, and these are the background music sounds. So funky and snowy. Wonderful. And now when we initialize the game, we can play the sound like so. Let me pause this. And let's see if it works. It sounds kind of strange, not gonna lie. I wonder if it's glitching. I think it is, but it could be because I am recording right now, and that's probably taking a lot of CPU resources. Because I did test out some really cool games and everything was flawless. Alright, cool. So that works. And we're gonna actually go ahead and add some menu buttons. So over here we're gonna create a group, and in the sprites we want to add all these buttons. Play, quit, and back. Okay, so rename these SPR back for this one, SPR back underscore snow, and this one SPR quit, and this one SPR play. Alright, can center these and check the precise collision because that's not really necessary. And once we are all done with these, we can go ahead and check out our objects. So the sprites are just the images, backgrounds as well, and then the scripts is just the code. And over here with the menu we have the button. Now what you want to do, because this button is actually coded already, because this is a very beginner project, that means that I already did the difficult code and I made it easy to use. So all you're gonna do is duplicate this button. I'm gonna call this new object button play. Now we want to change the pressed event over here after we set the correct sprite, and we basically wanted to play a click sound and then go to the next room. Also wanted to stop background music. Sound stop. Now, we haven't actually loaded the click sound. So, we're gonna have to go over here into the load section, add sound, click.org, add sound, hog.org. Okay, so now we can actually play the click sound. A bit awkward on this keyboard. Okay. And we also want to add a quit button. And we want it to actually end the game. Excuse me, like so. And of course, we want to change the image into the quit button image. And now we want to go to the menu. And we want to add, so you can change the snapping here so that you can customize it where it is a little bit more. So I'm going to put the quit button there and the play button there. And we're just going to see how that works, although if I do press the play button, there will be an error. So you can't go to the next room after the last room. That's because I didn't create the other room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this room. I'm going to call this Snowy. And you basically want to delete all the objects and then create a Snowy object. Now in the create event, we are going to make it play the background music. Sound loop. And we're also going to add a little effect in the step event. Snow 000 color white. This is just an effect that you don't have to thoroughly understand, but if you ever have questions, you can always go here, search it up, and then in the documentation is going to have all the explanations and whatever. Okay, so create that effect. And in the snowy room, we can change the background into the snowy background. And we can add the snowy controller in there somewhere. And we can also change this up a little bit, but we are going to go ahead and test that. Okay, so you can see these little snowflakes. It's a built-in effect. Yeah, all these little snowflakes, that's just a built-in effect. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and create O button back. Well, like that will be fine. Make sure you change the image into the back button. And of course, once you click it, you want to stop the snowy background music. And then you want to go to the previous room. And in here, we're going to actually go ahead and add the button in the center. So you see how I changed the snap there, make it a little bit easier. I think there will be fine. Okay. Let's see how that looks. So there's two things we're going to change. The first is we're going to add the little hover sound effect. So we're going to say sound play hover.og. That way when we so button on hover, when we put our mouse on the button, it'll make a sound. And we are also going to introduce a transition. So tr fade out in, I forget these underscores, and basically that's going to make it look more cool, more nice. And I'm going to show you something now that we also need to fix. So you can hear the sound now. Nice little transition. We didn't get a transition, but now here we have an issue. The sound isn't playing. That's because our main controller object is persistent, which means he sticks around, he doesn't get destroyed. And because our game only initializes the first time that we go to that area, what we need to do is actually create. So right click, insert object. Funky. Actually, call menu. Home menu. And in the create event, we want to go ahead, sound loop, funky. And for a little bonus effect, you can go ahead and add this. Effect create above f rain 000. So small little rain droplets, even though they're kind of big. And of course, we need to go ahead and add this object into the menu. Well, might as well put it in the cloud. And that's going to fix our issue. I'm just going to check here. Okay, wonderful. Let us see. And so, let me just change the transition. You can experiment with different transitions if you like. Transition kind. And of course you have TR. Oh, I can't see it here. And can't see it here either. Well, I can find it somewhere. I think it's in show extension functions. There it is. So you can see all the different transitions. And the one that we are using is fade out in. I'm going to go ahead and test that out. Looks really good. So that concludes this tutorial, this little starter guide, but I do plan to do a 12 episode series. On how to design different video games. Obviously, it's gonna be kind of basic. I don't want to do anything too complicated right now, especially I don't want long videos, so short little videos. And I am going through a lot right now in my mind, so it has been a bit difficult, but I do believe that things will get better. So thanks for watching. Stick around for more, and peace.